Welcome, everyone. Today, we are diving into the most fascinating world of Atomic Habits by James Clear, a book that has transformed the way millions think about personal growth, productivity, and achieving lasting change. How many times have you tried to make a big change in your life only to fall back into the old habits? We all know the frustration of setting huge goals and not sticking to them. But what if I told you the secret to real transformation? Isn't massive changes, but small, consistent habits. That's the essence of atomic habits. Let's explore how you can use tiny habits to create a powerful ripple effects in your life. Let's start with something simple, like habits. Most of us think about habit as these big life-altering actions like losing 20 pounds weight, or writing a book in a particular time. But writer teaches us that real change does not come from those big leaps. It comes from atomic habits, very small, seemingly insignificant actions that compound over time. For instance, brushing your teeth every day doesn't seem like much, but over a lifetime, it has a huge impact on your health. The same principle applies to your goals. Tiny improvements made consistently can lead to massive transformation. So the writer introduces the idea of the aggregation of marginal gains. The idea that small improvements, no matter how tiny, add up. Think of it like investing a small amount of money every day into your future success. Now, let's talk about how to actually build these habits. Claire breaks down habit formation into four simple laws. First, make it obvious. Second, make it attractive. Third, make it easy. And obviously, make it satisfying. The first law is about making the habit clear and visible. Like if you want to start a new habit, you need to make the cue for that habit obvious in your environment. For example, if you want to drink more water, put a water bottle on your desk where you can see it every day. It's very simple to make it as a habit. Then come to a second law. The second law is about making your habit something you look forward to. If your habit feels like a chore, it must harder to stick with. But if it's something you enjoy, you're more likely to repeat it. Find ways to link your habits with something pleasurable, like listening to your favorite podcast while exercising. This helps the habit become a reward in itself because you're investing your time on a body as well, and definitely you are getting the information at the same time. Okay, come to the third one. The third law is about making the habit simple to do. The easier it is, the more likely you are to do it. For example, instead of setting a goal to exercise for an hour, start with just few minutes. This makes the habit less intimidating and more likely to stick with. Next, lastly, the fourth law is all about satisfaction, and that is, I think, in my opinion, is the most important law that will play its role. Your brain loves reward, and when you associate your new habit with a positive feeling, it becomes easier to repeat. For instance, tracking your progress with a habit tracker or celebrating small wins can make you feel accomplished and keep you motivated. Isn't it like very energetic laws and the way he explains? I think I feel, and I'm sure not only me, you're also enjoying it. So the writer does not stop there. He gives us powerful strategy. So here it is a practical solution or a practical part of the book where the strategies for embedding habits into our daily lives. One of those is habit stacking. This technique involves taking an existing habit and stacking a new habit on top of it. For example, if you already have a habit of making coffee every morning, you can stake a new habit of journaling for few minutes immediately after. So the key is to pair a new behavior with something that's already automatic. How interesting. Another strategy Clear emphasizes is environment design. It is the idea that your environment shapes your behavior. If you want to eat healthier, don't keep junk food in the house. If you want to read more, place a book by your bedside. So, by making your environment work for you, you are less likely to fall into old habits. Now, but let's be real, not every change is immediate. There is a concept Claire introduced called the plateau of the latent potential. It's that frustrating period when you are putting in effort but the results are not showing up yet. Most people give up here because they don't see the immediate impact of their efforts. But the writer reminds us that the real growth is often hidden beneath the surface. Just because you are not seeing result right away does not mean they're not happening. Consistency over time is what leads to breakthrough. So trust the process and keep showing up. Next, one of the most powerful concepts in the book is identity based habits. Rather than focusing on what you want to achieve, focus on who you want to become. Instead of saying, I want to lose weight, say, I'm someone who takes care of my body. How beautifully he articulated. This shift in mindset can be game changer because it's no longer about a goal. It's about becoming the type of a person who naturally does the habit that align with that identity. So to wrap up, things like atomic habits teaches us that the small habits built consistently lead to extraordinary result. The beauty of it is that these habits compound over time, creating a ripple effect that transforms your life. It's not about waiting for motivation or willpower to strike. It's about building systems that make success inevitable. So the next time you set a goal, remember it's the small, consistent actions you take each day that will lead to the biggest changes. Start with one tiny habit, make it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying, and let the compound effect to do the rest. That's all for today's journey into atomic habits. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to subscribe for more insights into the personal development and habit building. Start small, think big, and keep moving forward. Thank you.